Member for Ley and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso has always emphasized on prudent management and what can be achieved if leaders are transparent and accountable in their dealings. Education institutions are no different, with Rosso outlining that the appointment of a good principal was the first step in restoring one of Ley's oldest schools, the Bugandi Secondary School. Bugandi, from being a top school, dropped in academic performance, had badly deteriorated classrooms, which were built in the 60s, no stationery, no electricity, and no water supply due to unpaid bills. Students were in half uniforms and were always involved in school fights. Things started turning around in 2022 when Rosso visited the school and decided to change Bugandi's administration.
And the next step was to look for a good principal, because the essence of everything you do, everyone gives credit to someone like me, but someone like me gets the ideas, but you need people behind the scenes to make it run and happen. It's a whole cycle of management. So I went and I visited Christopher Raymond in Ley-Sec. I'm an ex-Ley-Sec student. I went to Ley-Sec a long time ago. And I sat down with Christopher Raymond, and then I sat down with Dennis Miles, your current principal. And I said, we really need a good manager at Bugandi, not just a principal, a manager to motivate people, to make sure everything runs well. I'll put money into it, but who's going to run it for me?
Rosso and Ley Secondary's principal managed to convince Mayol, who was then transferred to Bugandi to start restoration efforts.
And I looked at the teachers and I felt really sorry for the teachers. They were struggling to teach students with very little support. And basically the school was in a bad shape. Financial mismanagement was not running properly. So having Dennis appointed was one first step. Then having a school board made up of good citizens to help the principal and the staff run it. And then having a good staff with their morale being boosted to help teach the children. And most importantly, making certain that the students were proud of coming to this school.
Because of good management, the Ley City Authority funded Bugandi's grade 12 8-in-1 classroom last year, and this year they opened another new 8-in-1 classroom for the grade 11 students. Every grade will have a new classroom building with plans to build ablution facilities and a basketball court for Bugandi as well. Kamela Guare, TV1 News, Ley.